Hi everybody, I'm Paul Connor, for those who don't know, and I'm just going to quickly share a story of faith and of God's love for us, and also His miraculous power. So on Saturday the 8th of February, me and my wife decided to go for a park run and do one of the 5k runs at Agricole. So far around the course, I rolled my ankle and fell down pretty heavily. When I got up, I'd realised that I'd probably hurt myself a little bit. My ankle had already started to swell. Managed to get back to the car, where my wife had realised that my ankle was starting to swell pretty bad and swell over the top of my trainer and get quite big. Managed to get to the hospital, where I'd like to give a good shout out to the NHS staff and the healthcare in England is really good. After some waiting and many x-rays, I was informed by two separate people that I'd broken 2 bones in my foot, one in my foot and one in my ankle. As I was getting it potted, the lady who was doing the pot, she told me that it was quite bad, and we were having a little bit of a joke and a mess about, and I just really felt that it wasn't going to be as bad as they were saying. So I was telling her that when I come back on Monday to get this temporary pot off and get a real cast on, a real pot, that it wasn't going to be as bad, and then actually it probably wasn't even going to be broken. So I started sharing with her that I believe that Jesus can heal people, and that on Monday it was going to be totally healed. Obviously she had a bit of a joke with me, and we ended up having a good conversation about the spiritual side to life, and Jesus and God, and just the spiritual side to life. So went home, rested. Just so happened that on the Sunday the 9th, we were doing something at church, TVC Community Church, and I was going to share something for 5 minutes. So I actually had to get up there with a big pot on and crutches and celebrate what God was doing in our local communities, which was really good. But at that morning on church, a few of the team had prayed for me that when I went back on Monday morning, that it would be healed and that it wouldn't be as bad as what they'd said. So we fast forward to Monday. I'd got a phone call off the hospital and they'd said, we've had a look at your x-rays again, and we actually can't see any damage. It doesn't look like you've done anything wrong. So they said, could I come over and see them? So I went over. They cut the pot off, and they were actually quite baffled because they were looking at the same x-rays, but they couldn't see anything wrong at all. So I asked to see the specialist, and the specialist had said, I don't know what's going on, but actually there's no damage whatsoever to your foot, to your ankle, to your lower leg, nothing whatsoever. So when I asked her what might have happened on the Saturday, she said, I don't know, we can't find your notes, we just found a couple of x-rays. So I just believe that God is amazing, and that through faith and belief in the miraculous, that God can do amazing things. And I just really believe that through that prayer, several people prayed for me on a Sunday morning, has really made a difference, and Jesus healed me. Thank you very much for listening.